Matthew, listen, let's check it out.
A lot to talk about.
Man, I just can't wait. I love this. So let's start off right with the LaMelo Ball. LaMelo dropped 30 and 10 to eliminate the Heat in overtime, then got hit with a 60,000 fine before the confetti even dried. The fine came from a second quarter trip on Bam Adebayo, right? That knocked him out of the game with the back injury, but Bam only played like 11 minutes total. So Spoelstra was like furious and said Ball had been ejected on the spot. And without Bam anchoring Miami's defense, Charlotte controlled the paint the rest of the way. Now, Miles Bridges added 28 points, 9 boards, and sealed the overtime win with a block at the buzzer. Matthew, should LaMelo have been suspended for Friday's game against Orlando?
No, but no. But let me say this because I have a lot of thoughts on this. It was a dirty play. But if you suspend LaMelo from the play-in game, not only are you punishing the whole rest of the team, you're punishing the fans. And right now, if you're the NBA, the play-in has been so successful. These are some of the best games I've watched all year. And it's crazy, Sean, because if you log on to social media, Adam Silver gets nothing but hate. Everyone hates him for this, for that. Everyone's always complaining. But these play-in games are brilliant. Like every single one of them has been good. That Hornets versus Heat game is one of the best games I watched. So why would you take out the most exciting player that's going to play the game? I get different strokes.
Matthew, the question is, but would it have been exciting if Bam was in there, or would it have been a blowout?
No.
It might have not have been exciting then.
I know it wouldn't have been exciting. The Heat might have won, but I know it wouldn't have been exciting because it would have been a defensive struggle. Now, if I'm the Heat, I'm upset because we might have won, but the Heat were not a Bam away from being an exciting team.
Right?
They were a Bam away from winning a 93-point game, and so yes, he should probably be suspended 5 games at the beginning of next season because that was dirty. But I don't think it was dirty mindset. I think it was so bang bang where he felt. Sometimes, Sean, you get hit when you're playing basketball, and the first thing you do in your reaction is just to like reach out and grab somebody, kind of. It was like an instinct. And so it was dirty, but it was a dirty instinct more than it was premeditated. Like in boxing, we talk about retaliation's always intentional, premeditation's always intentional.
Yeah.
I don't think it was premeditated. I think in the heat of the moment, he fell, he was hurt. He just reached out and grabbed the first thing that was there, and it was Bam. So
Matthew, so here's the thing. Suspension would have sent a message about player safety that the trip was reckless, right? But the league reviewed the tape or the video and decided a flagrant 2 plus the fine was enough, meaning they saw it as reckless but not intentional.
It was reckless. It was intentional-ish in the sense that I think he meant to do it, but I don't think he was thinking. Although some people would say, when is LaMelo ever thinking? But I don't think he was thinking. And I do want to talk about the game. I think we're going to talk about that soon. But it was dirty. It was tough. But I don't think you could ruin the play-in when you've had so much success with it up to this point. If you're the league, what do you get out of suspending the most exciting player from the Hornets' first Magic game?
Right. And look, and what's more interesting, Matthew, is like what LaMelo did, as far as his shot not falling, right? He went like 2 for 16 from the 3 and still got to 30 by attacking the rim and creating for others all night. The adaptability is growth, and if he brings that same mentality Friday, Charlotte is a real problem for wherever comes out of the East.
I wanted to talk about this because LaMelo had one of the worst games of his life, and not only was it bad, it was a loud bad game. Because his running buddy, Con Knipple, had a bad game, but they had the opposite kind of bad games. Con Knipple was having a bad game, so he disappeared. He let himself blend in and get benched, and by the end of the game, he wasn't even playing. And then, LaMelo had a bad game and just kept making it worse, just kept trying. And I got to say with LaMelo, because I love watching him play, some people don't like that he does whatever he wants, but I find it kind of exciting and kind of endearing, and I don't generally expect the Hornets to be contenders anyway, so I really wish he could just be left alone so we could just see how that play style develops, because I think it's fun. But when he's missing his shots, that three-pointer where he just steps off one foot and pushes it looks so ugly when it misses.
Yeah.
It looks very pretty when he makes it, but it looks so ugly when he misses. And then at the end of the game, he almost single-handedly threw it away.
Right.
He turns it over, horrible turnover. Then he fouls the three-point shooter. And honestly, like LaMelo, you just see the look in his face all the time. Generally, it's like, oh, well, it doesn't bother me none. That was the first time I've ever seen him look embarrassed. He looked genuinely sad. He looked like a puppy dog. I was feeling bad for LaMelo. And so I jumped out of my seat in excitement when he saved the game for them with that clutch layup at the end.
Oh, yeah. And man, that come from behind block was ridiculous, right? I mean, because dude, I think it looked like it was only like four seconds or whatever. And it's like, how did they get all the way down the court with like 4 or 5 seconds and almost laid it in? And that come from behind block was spectacular.
And this is how the fans are losing with the home team broadcasters not getting to do the first round. Because typically the first round, even if they're on national TV, your home team broadcasters that do your local sports network still call the first round. And if the Hornets commentator, Eric Collins, had got to call that game, he would have went nuts on that Miles Bridges block. And so I think all the fans are losing with like their home team commentators not able to call round one.
Yeah.